Hey everyone, welcome back. Let's talk about two of the biggest dexes right now, which have seen their tokens have serious success as of late. And we'll be talking about Aster and Hyperliquid and which one potentially for Q4 is set up for extreme success. Okay, let's get down into it. If you have not yet subscribed to 99 Bitcoins, please do so now. And also, if you haven't hit that like button, throw it up there, put those thumbs up, and let's talk some crypto. Okay, so let's get into a crypto though real quickly. This is in their pre-sale right now in Bitcoin Hyper. This is claiming to be the fastest Bitcoin layer 2 chain out there. And right now their pre-sale is ongoing. There's 1 day and counting, depending on when you are watching this video, before the next price increase. Right now they've raised over $22.4 million in one hyper token you can get at a 0.013 price level. And within this, guys, some of these work, some of them don't. So make sure you do your own research and due diligence. Also, check out their FAQs, their white paper, and understand you do want to stake this crypto, what all that entails. And I do suggest that you follow them on their socials because within that, guys, you will see a lot of the updates surrounding launch and developments within that pre-sale. Okay, so that's Bitcoin Hyper. If you want to get involved, links are down below. Very easy to connect a wallet. If you want to buy with crypto, you can use a Best Wallet, Wallet Connect, MetaMask, and or Base Wallet. And to do so, there will be a link down below if you do want to snag a Best Wallet that makes getting into these crypto pre-sales much easier. Okay, that's what I got going on. Make sure it's right for you and do your research and due diligence before getting into any crypto or financial decision. Okay. But this is where we're going to look into an analysis of Aster versus Hype and which DEX token looks poised to dominate quarter 4. Okay. And as it stands right now, I do want to pull this up for you guys on the charts. And you can see right now how Hyperliquid still 15th in market cap. This is a 12 plus billion-dollar crypto. They are having a bad day today. But also, there's been kind of that conversation to be had about what we're looking at within the likes of Aster, that people still think that within the top 50, despite all of their momentum that they've had over this year. I mean, look at this insane explosion. 62 cents all the way up to $2.15 at a high point, now trading at $2.49. It's a huge crypto, okay? And we all know kind of the storyline and basis about them. This is kind of where you see it's where CZ has the former CEO and creator of Binance has a substantial amount of Aster that he holds in hopes that it will kind of secure the big chunk so that it can have some success. But within these dexes and their tokens, which one does have the most potential? Leave a comment down below. Which one are you riding with? Do you have Aster or Hype? But right now, a couple of the chart takes, I guess you would call it. Aster, let's look at some of the technicals, showing an inverse head and shoulders pattern, signaling a potential breakout confirmation. And Hype is retesting its demand zone, which within support around $43 is very crucial for a rebound. And I think a lot of people, though, and this has been a common sentiment, not just with me, but other traders that I do talk to, a lot of people that do kind of trade on leverage, they do play these cryptos. A lot of people are shorting Hyper and longing Aster. Okay, so not telling you guys to buy or sell crypto. It's not financial advice, but that has been one of the strategies that I've heard from multiple people within the crypto space. Okay, but we have seen Aster over the last 24 hours decline. I talked about Hype going down 7.78%. So Aster showing a little bit more strength during this red day where we've had some signs of weakness. But I think that both of these cryptos will remain very volatile as we do have a lot of uncertainty within that government shutdown looming within the United States. And as we've seen this consolidation within both of their inflection points now, we have to kind of make a decision if you do want to play one of these cryptos or both, which one will be set up better for Q4. Okay. So I talked about that inverse head and shoulders pattern within Aster that is early indications of a bullish structural reversal. And now that's kind of where we look for that next surge, where, quite frankly, you would look for the next few days and a lot of accumulation above that $1.95 level. Okay. Specifically, as we look at this, guys, if the buying pressure does increase during that neckline, Aster could accelerate towards $2.80 and even challenge that $3 level by late October. Okay. So that's kind of going into what I've talked about. I know personally a couple people that are longing Aster. It's kind of been the darling, if you will, for the end of Q3 and the start of October. So we'll see kind of what happens as Q4 does shake out. Okay. And very bullish chart. You see the left shoulder, head, and right shoulder across that neckline. And that's that inverse head and shoulder pattern that we do look for a bullish breakout. Okay. Also, hype. We'll talk about some of that as we do look into. There's heavy selling pressure, and that's kind of what I've been alluding to. A lot of people are shorting hyper token, or I'm sorry, Hyperliquid. Okay, and as we get into kind of more about that, that's kind of where we've seen a further decline from hyper. It's been more than what we've seen from Aster, and that's kind of alluding to how I said more strength in Aster and more weakness in Hyper. Okay, but as we talk about kind of this demand zone, if we do hold up, the hype price could reestablish some short-term strength into October, but failure to sustain above $43 could trigger a deeper pullback towards $40 that would invalidate the bullish recovery scenario. Okay, so we've all heard the kind of the headlines, and everybody knows James Wynn recently commenting that Hyperliquid could face gradual decline in the coming months, citing its concerns over competitive positioning and trading activity, slower growth to its rivals. So kind of sets up to kind of just connecting the dots on this, right? So for my opinion and for whatever it's worth, I would probably say that's just connecting the dots that people are taking capital out of hype and they're putting it into Aster. Okay. And I think that's kind of more evident. And I think that especially with the CZ backing and seeing Binance now third in market cap, that definitely does, in my opinion, strengthen the case for Aster. Okay. So in summary, we'll look at both of these technical structures that will likely define the short to intermediate time frame of what they're going to have success about. I think that right now, both of them are set up. It's on a pullback right now. We're on a little bit of a dip, but I think that that $43 level for hype is very important. And if that does break down, I would suspect that a lot of that capital will flow into Aster. And so for me personally, not financial advice. I'm just telling you guys my thoughts. I'm probably right now at this moment in time a little bit more bullish on Aster than hype. But then, of course, we've seen it with crypto multiple times. One rival goes up, one goes down, then we see that rotation of capital back into the one that's underperforming in hopes that it will have a breakout. And we've seen that kind of cycle a lot in crypto. So that's what I wanted to talk about. Leave a comment down below. Which of these cryptos are you bullish on? Which one would you be picking for Q4? Are you going with Aster or are you going with Hype? Leave a comment down below. Thank you all for watching. Remember that Bitcoin Hyper presale link will be in the description. Also, if you do not have a Best Wallet, you will find a link for that as well. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you guys all in the next video. Cheers.